season 2?
We're not doing that.
Right.
Hey, welcome to season 2, everybody. We got a fireplace on our TV, so you know that we're classy.
You can't hear that, by the way.
You can't.
Right, but
I hope.
You're just
we
going to have
one.
to believe it's
It's
there.
behind you. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
We got a rough set for now. We just moved
Ugly
into an
ass
apartment,
set.
so
Yes.
we're all broke.
It is a work of progress. We have all not gotten paid since we have moved in, so we broke.
Right.
That's okay.
As you can tell from my voice, I am a little under the weather, but I'm getting better.
The show must go on.
Yes, the show must go on. But yeah, we're in season 2, y'all. So for those of you that tuned into the live stream, thank you. That was freaking amazing. We did a lot of giveaways, but all of that information will come. So first I got to do the intro. So yeah, we're here, boys, season 2. Yeah, we finally made it. Thank you to everyone who helped us get there, all the listeners and subscribers and everything. And
Heck yeah.
if
That's
you're not,
all 3 of you. Give yourselves a hand.
Give yourselves a hand. No, I will give you the hand.
okay.
Let's keep it going. I'm sorry, guys. All right.
So yeah, thank you to all of you listeners and subscribers, and people who like this video. Thank you, because if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Well, we would be here, but it wouldn't be as much fun.
Yes.
Thank you.
We would have 2 less of you.
Right.
Yes.
Man, I am dogging on our own podcast right now.
It's okay.
But yeah, before we get started, I have some small announcements for season 2 and whatnot. So, and for someone who wears glasses, you definitely didn't have to wear glasses. Shots fired. But yeah, before we get started, I have some small announcements for season 2 and whatnot. So, we're relaunching the Patreon page. So, I've already gone through and redone the whole thing. So it's a brand new Patreon page. New tiers, new prizes, or not prizes, but new benefits, all that kind of stuff. So
New carnival, new games.
yep, all new look, all new tiers, as well as new benefits. Some of the benefits are early access to video episodes and merch announcements, discount codes for the merch and anything else that we do, Patreon-only shout-outs, which is like a very special shout-out on the show, and then a free sticker when you join, and that's just the lowest tier.
Nice.
And that one's only $3 a month, so...
Nice.
So yeah, please go check that out and support our show. We're hoping to get new audio equipment soon, so your guys' support, we can make that happen. So.
Heck yeah.
I wanted a more theatrical look as well as like a neon vibe, so I got not our set but our like album artwork, our logo or whatever you want to call it. So I got a new look for the logo, so I hope you guys like it. I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, show it to your friends and be on the lookout for this, our new artwork, as you look for our podcast.
Yeah.
All right, now we're ready to get started. So, guys, what is our massive takeaway from this movie?
Well, I will say, when we watched it, probably a few nights ago, we were very tired. All of us except for Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of penis jokes came out of this movie.
There were a lot, yes.
Well,
Especially during the important parts.
Right.
We probably should have been paying attention.
Okay, so, the serum that Captain America injects is blue, so we made a Viagra joke, and that just wrecked the whole rest of the movie. I mean, the whole movie was trash.
It was
after that.
way
I'm
funnier
the one
at
who
that
jokes
time.
all the time, and I was done
Yeah.
about
Oh, yeah.
2/3 of the way through.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Ethan's normally the one that doesn't take the movies very seriously at all. And then, we got halfway through it, and me and him were cracking penis jokes the whole time. And he was just like, okay, guys, we have a podcast to do after this.
Yeah. I feel like for me, the one takeaway I could take from this is that you can still be cool if you're a virgin.
Yes, I agree. Why are you walking away, Brandon?
You got something to tell us?
Yeah, you got a secret?
No.
Oh,
course.
man. Excuse me. Okay. So for those of you that haven't seen this movie, which I would be baffled if you haven't, but
Marvel.
I take it back. I would be baffled if you are a Marvel fan and you haven't seen this movie.
Yes.
If you haven't seen this, you're not American. Say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right, so here's the story summary for those of you that haven't seen it or just want a refresher. It's 1942. America has entered World War II. And sickly but determined, Steve Rogers is frustrated at being rejected yet again for military services. Everything changes when Dr. Erskine, Erskine,
Erskine, I think. it
He's
is.
Erskine.
German.
Erskine? I don't know.
After he recruits him for the secret Project Rebirth.
Ooh,
That's the name of the project, is Rebirth.
nice.
Proving his extraordinary courage, wits, and conscience, Rogers undergoes the experiment, and his weak body is suddenly enhanced to the maximum human potential.
All right, keep it together.
You still,
Maximum human potential.
yeah, it's still
course.
there, isn't it?
Oh, okay. Keep
right.
it together.
Keep it going.
When Dr. Erskine is then immediately assassinated by an agent of Nazi Germany's secret Hydra research
Spoilers.
department. Yeah, right. Headed by Johann Schmidt, a.k.a. the Red Skull. Rogers is left as a unique man who is initially misused as propaganda mascot. However, when his comrades need him, Rogers goes on a successful adventure that truly makes him Captain America. And his war against Schmidt begins.
Man, my
Schmidt,
man's
a.k.a. Hugo Weaving.
my man's told us like the first quarter of the movie.
It really did. That was full of spoilers. Like,
Dude,
full of spoilers.
Summaries is telling you what the story is about without getting into specific plot details.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't just that's like telling you the script.
Yeah.
Like,
it's,
no, tell me what the
mean,
movie's about.
there
It's a
are-
super enhanced human man
right. That's what it should have
who
been.
fights injustice.
Yeah. No, that's
Basically,
totally
you
what
could
it
say
should have
that.
been. But
Yeah.
My man's just like it's that one guy who doesn't do anything on the class project.
yeah.
And he just
I mean, at this point, the movie came out like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
true.
So you should have seen it at this point. That's your fault.
Right.
That is true.
yeah. Isn't the rule like 5 years and you're allowed to spoil it?
That
that
and
the rule?
also, I just realized Chris Evans looks no different in this movie than he does in Endgame.
Except for when he's skinny.
Except when he's skinny, but I mean like facial features, like
Yep,
age.
That
He
wasn't
looks-
Chris Evans though. Chris Evans wasn't skinny. They face.
I know. I'm
swapped
talking about
his
his
head.
face. I'm not talking
Oh,
about like his
Yeah,
aging.
yeah.
He didn't
That's
age
a
at
joke.
all.
It's a joke.
No, you're
I'm
right.
into that.
He looks like he looks the same in this that he does in Knives Out.
It's
And,
like
and
my
he has
man-
a
my-
beard in Knives Out.
Another
My
good movie, by the
man-
way.
I think he's clean shaven.
Or maybe he's clean shaven. Yeah, but he
Still,
looks the same.
it's like he looks the same. I'm like,
well,
the
even
heck?
even in Infinity War, he has a beard and he looks the same. So
He looks
point still
hot.
proven.
Like, no homo, but look at that snack with a beard, bro.
low key. I don't know why he didn't keep it. I was like,
Yeah.
that's the best. Captain
Man,
America
I would
look.
kill to grow a beard like that.
The beard and
I'm
the hair.
trying.
Amazing.
I'm trying.
He's trying out here.
You're trying to kill?
For legal reasons, y'all didn't hear that.
No, you made yourself laugh, bruh.
That was funny. All right, so the budget for this movie was 140 million
Dang.
estimated. Opening weekend, it only made 65 million. The gross USA, it made 176 million, so it made a little bit more than its budget. And then cumulative worldwide, it made 370. So a pretty average.
It is
Average
crazy
movie
to
in amount.
think. Like compared to what like Marvel movies make nowadays, how much it made then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 300 million's a lot still, but like
Right. Well, it's average. Like compared to all the other movies that we've done, the 300,000 range for cumulative worldwide is normal. Like
except
most
when you get into the
every movie
Christopher
that we've
Nolan
done.
Batman trilogy.
Well, yeah, the
they
Batman
be making
trilogies.
boatloads of money.
The Batman trilogies are way bigger, yeah. But like Spider-Man were all pretty much 300,000. All the Star Trek ones were that or less. So, you know.
Yeah.
But it's just funny looking at this, and then I took a glance, just a glance, at Endgame's numbers. I'm excited to compare them and do the math to figure out how much more that movie made versus this one, because that movie made way more.
Way
a
more.
billion in the first night.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It broke records.
That's awesome.
But yeah, speaking of breaking records,
Uh,
it's time for the ad.
I was gonna say.
Mm.
Coming back, guys. Since we're in a new season, I had to add a new segment.
Woo.
Don't worry, we'll still have Two Truths and a Lie.
Mhm.
However, this will be coming before that, though. And this segment is called Ask Us Anything. So through the link in the description, you can record your own question for us, and we will answer it right on the show. This helps you get to know us and for us to have a little bit fun with you guys. So follow the link in the description to record your question for next episode.
Woo!
Yeah.
Got to be hype, bruh.
And I had an idea earlier today about another segment that we can do. So this is like a sneak preview into my thoughts, I guess.
Yeah.
But as we were watching this movie, I said this would be a perfect What the Film kind of thing to do, you know, because what the podcast that me and Ethan had before was called What the Film, and basically what it was is, you know, it was horrible for podcasting, but it was actually a lot of fun. We'd recorded ourselves watching the movie, and you would think of it like a director's commentary, except we're not directors, and it was making fun of the movie the whole time.
Yes.
So
good times.
if you wanted to enjoy the movie, that was not for you. But if you wanted to watch it to hear the jokes that we make while we watch it, it's a lot of fun. So
Would have been good for this segment. I mean, for this movie.
Right.
Maybe.
So my thought is we can do something like that, except instead of doing the whole thing, I literally just pull the best moments from that and put it into a segment in here.
Along with
thought.
every penis joke.
Yes.
Right. Well, it'll definitely be. There'll be different versions, and of course, there'll be a Patreon-only version where it's explicit, all that kind of stuff. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, just ideas. We'll figure that out later. All right. So now it's time for two truths and a lie.
We ain't got the magic chair for this one, bruh.
Nah, we got office chairs because we
Dude,
broke.
It is
Those other chairs were my parents' chairs. So
apartment life. Apartment
life.
That be.
All right. So here's the first one. Chris Evans declined the role 3 times before accepting his part. Not because he disliked the role, but because he feared what the effects of the sudden increase of fame would be for his private life. The second one is Sebastian Stan is actually much taller than Chris Evans, and so they used CGI to make it look like Captain America was much taller than Bucky Barnes. And then the third one is the scene where the submarine fills up with water was only filmed in 3 takes due to Richard Armitage's, which is the German guy, the Nazi guy at the beginning, because of his aquaphobia. Which one's the lie?
Isn't Richard Armitage the guy that does the
No,
BBC
you're right.
commentaries?
Yep.
And here we see the natural Andrew. Wait, what? Here we see Andrew Luttrell in his natural habitat. Yeah. Anyway,
Doing a podcast.
Doing a podcast.
I think it's number 1, bruh.
You think it's number 1?
It's number 1.
The Chris Evans declining the role 3 times?
I
Okay.
heard about that.
All right. Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Brandon, what about you?
what was the second one again?
The second one was Sebastian Stan is actually much taller than Chris Evans, and they used CGI to make it look like Captain America was much taller than Bucky Barnes.
I'll go with that one actually.
You go with that one as a lie?
Yeah.
Locking in?
Yep.
All right. You're right, Brandon. It was that one.
Seriously?
Retire as
Yep.
champion. I got that beaten up.
Yep. It's actually
Wait.
funny. They're the exact same height, but Sebastian Stan was more muscular, and so they had if you notice, most of the time he's wearing clothes that hide his whatever. So even when he's
gotta
on
be
the table, he's
embarrassing.
not shirtless. He's wearing stuff. So
Bro,
You gotta hide how jacked you are.
You
I
threw
know, right?
a curveball, bro.
yeah,
Because I remember reading an interview with Chris Evans how he was very hesitant to accept this role because he knew the commitment of six or
Mhm.
whatever movies
yeah, and that's
and whatever.
true.
And I was like,
And that's true. That's not a lie. That's true.
"Oh, we doing 2 truths and a lie." I
Yeah.
forgot. I thought we were doing 2 lies and a truth. I was like, "Crap,
That's the true one.
dang it, bro." My brain's still in 2 truths or 2 lies and a truth.
That's funny.
Crud.
It's all right.
I was like, "That's the
Lies
true
and
one."
You
I
still
got it.
you still got 2 more, so we're all good.
2 more. Dang.
Mhm.
Oh man,
I only
I'm
found
gonna
3
lose.
for this one, man.
I'm
It's
gonna
it's sad because these are Marvel movies, so a lot of these facts are really well known. I was going through it and I was like, Brandon would know that one. Brandon would know that one. Ethan would know that one. We all know that one. It's like there's no way.
Yeah.
So
All right, Stan Lee made a cameo in this movie.
literally, that was one of them.
Oh,
I'm
God.
like, that's not trivia.
That's not true.
Yeah, right. That's a fake. The director fell out of his chair. Get the shirt.
Hot the merch.
All right, here's the next set. The first one is Chris Evans was paid only $300,000 to play this role. The second one is This movie's release date was almost delayed due to an accident on set where some of their footage was corrupt. But they were able to save it because one of the editors had illegally downloaded the footage to his personal computer. And then the third one is Hugo Weaving, based the Red Skull's accent on renowned German filmmaker Werner Herzog. Which one of those is the lie?
That.
This one's left you guys speechless.
That first one seems a little trash.
I wasn't lip syncing. You read all three.
First one.
Yeah.
First one's a lie.
The Chris Evans was paid only $300,000.
That's
Okay.
a lie. There
That's
ain't
the
no
first one.
Freaking way.
Second one is the movie's release date was almost delayed due to an accident on set where their footage was corrupted.
Okay.
But they were able to save it because of an editor illegally downloading it on his personal computer. And then the third one is Hugo Weaving, which is the Red Skull actor, based the Red Skull's accent on renowned German filmmaker Werner Herzog. You know who that is, right?
No.
He's the old guy in Jack Reacher, who's missing fingers.
Oh, yeah.
That's Werner Herzog.
You mean the dude from Mandalorian?
Yep. The old guy from Mandalorian.
I was already thinking of him. I don't even remember the guy in Jack Reacher. I was like, oh, yeah, it's that guy.
dude.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, it's the first one.
Okay, you're locked in there? All right.
That's
Brandon,
the
what about
lie,
you?
bro.
I think it's the last one.
The last one, Werner
Yeah.
Herzog?
Yeah.
You're both wrong.
Nice.
It was the second one.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yep.
First one. The second one was the
Movie being delayed because footage
You
was corrupted.
told me that before.
Timmy told me that about a Pixar movie, and I said, I'm going to use that here.
That's why I thought it was real because you had talked about it and you were like, "Yeah, it's fake. I just did this."
Right.
You got trash, bro. That's worse than changing the number to another number on a freaking lie thing. God.
Yeah, kind of. That one's more creative. The other one's just sad. All right, here's the last one.
All right.
So the first one is Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan were workout buddies and spent most of their workouts together. The second one is Edgar Wright had been rumored to have secretly rewritten the film and wrote his own script, but he publicly denied this. And then the third one is to prepare for her role as Peggy Carter, Haley Atwell trained 6 days a week.
How are we supposed to
do
know
what?
about a rumor?
What? Train 6 days a week for what?
For her role.
To do what?
Well, I guess this ain't the first time I got in trouble for something I said about a woman. Oh, good. We can steal.
She has like no
I
fight.
would assume it's working out, like training isn't like looking muscular or something.
I guess, but she's always in either some big
Hey,
old
she punched
outfit.
that
Right.
guy. She punched that
did.
one guy.
She did punch that
Oh
guy.
man, 6 days a week.
Yep.
What you need, Brett. I'm gonna say
Maybe.
that's. God, I want to say that's bull crap. I want to say that's bull crap, bro.
I think the rumor one about Edgar Wright is crap because
I mean,
How are we
that
supposed to know
that
about a
one
rumor?
Also sounds crap.
Well, it was a rumor in the sense of like it was all over the place. Like everybody, it was on not the news, but like it
But
was
who
all over
figured that
fanfare
out?
and everything.
Who found that out?
It was such a big deal that he had to publicly come out and say that it wasn't true.
My man's making this crap up, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
It's
with that
number
one.
2.
You were already locked in at 3, weren't you? No?
no,
I just said number 3 was crap. I didn't
Okay.
say I locked in.
Okay.
I
So
said
what are you
both were
locked in
crap.
at?
I'm locked in at
Number
2.
Locking in at 2?
Yes.
Well,
Both wrong.
Cool.
it's 3, ain't it?
No, it's 1.
Which one is the one again?
Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan were workout buddies. I made that one up.
We were garbage.
Stupid.
Holy
the last
crap.
one was totally true. She worked out 6 days a week.
Worked out 6 days a week for what?
Exactly.
No reason.
That's why I chose it.
I get that if it was like Captain America, like if it was Chris Evans. That
Oh
makes
yeah, he
sense.
worked out probably the same amount of time, if
because
not
like
more.
half the movie he's got his shirt off, and I'm
Right.
just
Well,
like,
she was like in the army, so
I get it.
they do something.
Up against other muscular men.
Bro, I
But-
bet she was shredded underneath the coat.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, gosh,
What am I thinking?
this is what
Oh Hillary.
this is what I had to deal
This was
with.
the entirety of the movie.
Yes.
Oh,
Nah.
man. Oh, all right.
Right.
Yeah. So Brandon won that one.
I haven't won one in like 6 episodes.
You won like the first like 4 or 5. You won all the first ones.
Yep. And now I can't
And now
win
Brandon's
crap.
winning all of
I
them.
literally cannot win a thing.
Hey, you won the T-shirt though. Well, Brandon won the T-shirt and gave it to you last time, actually.
Mm-hmm. And
So
I wear
you-
it to this day
you won
with the shame that
a
comes
shirt.
with it. Knowing that I never won.
Lost.
Giggity.
Oh man. Well, hopefully the next one will have a lot better. And I would assume it does because it's a lot newer. This one's pretty old, so it's like had enough time to be able to,
But you guys don't know what it is yet.
Right. I'll let you know at the end of the episode.
It's Captain Marvel.
I hope to God it's not.
Unless someone changed my script.
Right. All right. So now it's time for alternate endings. Woo! Oh. And if you don't know what alternate endings are, it's
You're
pretty
stupid.
straightforward. No. You can leave your own alternate ending for this movie and for other movies. You can leave your own alternate ending for other movies at patreon.com/talkthisway or follow us on Instagram at @talkthisway the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This one is from @thefake_Stan_Lee with 3 E's. He says, there are so many reasons why Cap should have been able to survive the plane crash. My question is, why didn't the writers just use the Tesseract to disable the ship's controls and blow up all the little ships so Cap literally couldn't leave? His only chance was to crash the ship at that point. Thanks.
That would make more sense because I felt like he immediately was like, gotta put this in the water.
Right. He was
Immediately.
okay, that's the real joke of the whole movie is that he was suicidal the whole time. And it
I
wasn't
know.
until that
Oh.
last moment that he was like, finally I can kill myself.
I guess. But here's the thing. My man's like jumped out of planes with no parachutes
Mm-hmm.
before. But my
Right.
man was like,
Well,
Can't
in
do
the
it this
future,
time.
I guess he does.
you're like this, you're like, the plot's too strong this time.
Right.
I gotta go with the ship. I can make this jump, but there needs to be another movie.
The plot's
70
too
years
strong.
has to go by before I can come back.
That should be the quote on the box. The plot's too strong. I gotta put her in the water.
Plot's too strong. Gotta put her in the water.
Nah, what happened was before he hopped on the plane, Peggy was like, "Steve, I'm pregnant," and he had to crash. Like, I gotta put her in the water.
There's nothing else I can do.
I'm sorry. I just it's like Homelander from The Boys. He's just like-
Dana, back or I'll laser you.
I'll laser every one of you.
I love it. Homelander's the
Oh
best.
man,
Better than Superman.
We should review that.
I know that show's awesome. By the way, if you guys like, I mean, it's very adult, so
If you're 18 or older,
yes, watch it because it's hilarious and a lot of fun. All right. So yeah, be sure to join our Patreon for other awesome benefits as well as your chance to leave your own alternate ending. To our next movie that we're going to watch. So season 2 launch is on, and to celebrate that, we're doing even more giveaways. So tune into our Patreon and our show to get a chance to win a free t-shirt or sticker or something every episode. So it's going to be really cool. Not this episode, but next episode we're going to give you guys a chance to win something. So
Nice.
So here are all the people that won something during our stream. So if you tune into our stream, we were playing Quiplash, and it was a lot of fun. And it's actually up on our Instagram right now if you want to go watch it. That way you can really see how crude we are.
Yes.
But yeah. So during the stream we gave away a bunch of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. So be sure to check out any other streams that we do, and then check out our future episodes for your chance to win stuff. So.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. All right. So for our next film in this makeshift trilogy is yet another Marvel movie.
Of course.
This is a jump in the timeline a little bit, though, of the MCU. So, Brandon, would you be willing to announce your favorite MCU film?
Captain Marvel. No.
I would hope
God.
not.
That joke was old.
I got scared.
You were about to be kicked off of
I was
Talk
about to
This
be
Way
like,
podcast.
This is now hosted by Andrew and co-hosted by Ethan Russell.
Brandon
Okay,
Milan has officially left.
Just kidding.
I was going to say The Incredible Hulk, but y'all probably would have hated me for
I
that.
would have rather.
Whoa.
I would rather that.
For real, though? Doctor Strange.
Fun fact. I've never
Already?
seen this movie. I've never
It's-
seen this movie.
It's really good.
We
in
about to watch
4K.
this in 4K.
Yeah.
I'm kind of excited. Like, I've never seen it. I've heard good things.
Dude.
I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I've just never gotten around to seeing it.
I had no idea.
I I haven't seen Spider-Man: Homecoming, Doctor Strange, and I feel like I'm missing one. But yeah, I haven't seen like two of the newer.
Have you seen Spider-Man: Far From Home?
Yes,
Okay.
I have seen that one. I mean, I knew what happened in Homecoming.
Yeah.
From like spoilers and stuff, but I've never fully seen
Right.
Homecoming before.
It's pretty good.
I heard
It's
it's
not
pretty
bad.
good. Michael Keaton apparently was really good in it, so I was like, that's
Yeah,
kind of cool.
he kind of stole the show a little
Yeah.
bit.
He did.
But yeah, so I'm excited.
That's
Like,
awesome.
This is gonna be fun.
And I will say, we did a Photoshop for each of the movies that we're doing. Mine was Captain America, so my face was on Captain America. Brandon's is on Doctor Strange, and that is the best Photoshop I have ever seen.
My man's
You
like,
literally have the facial structures of Benedict Cumberbatch.
like
Which
immediate.
I kind of take to offense a little bit because he looks like a lizard alien, but
He does.
Well, without facial hair. He
without
does.
facial hair.
But I would
with
say
facial
with
hair, he
facial
looks
hair.
a lot better.
And it with your face, it looks amazing. So check it
yeah,
out.
I was proud.
Oh yeah, that is amazing. But yeah, so Doctor Strange is up next.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, man. All right, so guys, if you could rate this movie 1 out of 100 fondling your World War II girl, how many would it be?
Mhm. For this one, I can't remember half of it because you're making jokes. But let's just say I did remember all of it.
Mhm.
I would give it.
Obviously, this one's my favorite, so it's not going to be your favorite. But what would you
I
rank it?
think it's probably a good 75. What did you even say? You said
Fondling your World War II girl.
I would say it's probably 75 fondling your World War II girl out of 100.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. It's not a bad number.
it's not bad.
Yeah.
I like this film. I haven't seen it a lot of times. I've only seen it like 3 or 4 times in my lifetime.
Wow.
But which is not a lot when it comes to Marvel movies, because some people be seeing Marvel movie. They be doing marathons of Marvel movies like
Mhm.
every other month.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, I saw Endgame 4 or 5 times in the theater alone.
mm-hmm.
So
And that was beautiful. I was there for a couple of those. It was nice.
I think you were there for 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could relive the first time
Oh
I
my
saw
gosh.
that.
Bro.
I wish I could relive the first time for a lot of things.
Shout out Walmart.
That's too personal to put on here.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I know.
Okay, so
That was just for you.
basically,
That was for editing me later.
I've
Yeah.
only seen it like 4 times, and I thought it was good. It's not my favorite,
Yeah, of
and
course.
I honestly prefer the other 2 Captain America movies more because
Yeah.
But that Captain
No.
America Winter Soldier is fire.
I would say Captain America Civil War is probably
It's that was a mini Marvel movie.
yeah. That was like
or-
Avengers.
Wait, no.
That was like
mini
Avengers.
Avenger movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally a mini Avenger movie.
I've been really wanting to watch Winter Soldier a lot lately,
Yeah.
Dude.
especially after listening to the soundtrack I did,
Mm-hmm.
which he'll probably talk about
Oh,
later.
Yeah, I'll
But,
mention it in a
I'm
second.
telling you, that's one of the things we got to do. Apartment life. We got a marathon. Not marathon.
No,
but
we
like,
will. We won't marathon it, but we will. Like in the course of us doing these 3, we're gonna watch all of them. So it's gonna be amazing.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully though, we can skip the bad ones.
Let's go ahead and do that.
We can go ahead and
It's
group.
okay. I mean,
skip.
we can-
Earlier I mentioned like we should watch all of them, but we can't skip Captain Marvel
or Hulk.
and there or Hulk.
I mean, technically, okay. If you're thinking chronologically,
It's
Captain America first came first. Theatrical wise,
Oh.
Incredible Hulk came out first.
Right. No. This
Wait,
is
when did
what
the
we
Hulk
would be
come
doing
out?
chronologically.
2008, the same year that Iron Man came out.
I thought Iron Man was first.
It actually wasn't. Hulk was the first one.
They
That's why
lied
it's
to me.
not in the MCU.
But it's the stupid one where whatever his face
I mean, it
was, who didn't return for whatever reason.
Because
Yeah.
he was a pain in the butt to work with.
Yes,
He was a butt, dude.
dude. So
You should
yeah,
have
they
just
were
got
like,
Troy Baker from the game.
Not gonna lie, we didn't get to see a lot
that
of
just
them.
came out.
All right.
We didn't get to see a lot of them. Of the first Incredible Hulk guy.
Yeah.
He was okay, but I feel like Mark Ruffalo is a better Hulk. I say that with a grain of salt because
Right.
we didn't get much time with that actor, so who knows? He might have been a better Hulk.
I also can't stand Mark Ruffalo. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah.
Well, he's such a tree hugger on Instagram. He is such a freaking plant person.
Save the world. Gotta save the world.
Yeah, right.
Eat trees.
Ugh.
Eat trees.
But save the trees.
I mean, save the trees. Don't eat them.
Do what you want.
Lemons are God's children.
What?
I'll reference the clip.
All right? That'll be 10 cents. Chris, pour the man his lemonade.
I can't. The lemonade tricked me and got away. Lemons are God's children.
Mark Flow. All right. So what would you guys give it?
Brandon, I'll let you go because this is my favorite Marvel movie, so I want to talk about it. But I'll let you go.
All right. He's definitely my favorite superhero, probably.
Like out of all of the MCU heroes.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Sure.
It's a hard decision.
Yes.
No, it is. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of really good ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
there are some stinky ones, but
There are some stinky ones. Or
Yeah.
stinky one. You guys can figure out who that is. It's not
all
hard.
right.
All
So
right.
I really love the soundtrack for starters. Let's go off of that.
Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
the original score for like his theme is so good.
It's
so
so epic.
good.
It's very simple, but
Yes.
it hits.
hits.
It's the final countdown.
That's what I heard. I heard the final countdown when you did that.
I couldn't remember the theme, so that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Hoping you guys would pick up on it, and you did.
No, I didn't hear the main theme at all. I'm
Neither.
sorry.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to. I forgot it. So I just did the final countdown. Gonna see what happened. And y'all both picked it up. All right.
Okay. Soundtrack.
Yes, so the
Great.
soundtrack.
Just the morals behind the story
Mhm.
are also really cool.
Oh yeah.
Like I think that just the idea and the character of Captain America is like it's kind of what America should be.
Right.
I think,
Right.
Yes.
or like almost like what a man today should be
Mhm.
for
Exactly.
the most part.
Throwing a piece of metal at Nazis' heads.
Yes.
That's what.
Well,
men
I
should
think
be
he's
doing.
more talking about jumping on top of the grenade and saving everybody, even though it was,
It was
a dummy
grenade, so it
right.
doesn't matter.
But if it was real, that's what he's talking about.
If it was
Right?
real, we wouldn't have
Yeah.
Captain America.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, I'm party pooping, but it's okay because
I don't think you actually watched the movie. my guy.
Well, how could he? We were making penis jokes the whole time.
True. True. I couldn't hear half the dialogue. So it was great. I loved it.
Oh my
Uh.
gosh. Anyway,
I also like the like what the doctor said, like Erskine.
Mhm.
I like what he said about what the serum like does to a person. Like the bad will get worse
Mhm.
and the good will be better.
yeah, I think he was like, it makes good great, but it makes bad worse.
Yes.
It's exactly.
I will get shot in a couple days.
But
Okay, I'm sorry.
I lost my
That's
train of
okay.
thought.
My bad. He did
So what
too.
would you give it as far as fondling your World War II girl?
I mean, I'm not judging just the story. I mean, I do have there are some stinky parts of this movie.
Yep.
I will say,
No, I agree.
like Red Skull's entire look. I will say,
I used to think it was cool, and then I saw what they could do, and I was like, that's
Like,
not cool.
Yeah, it's a
my
little
dad was the
stupid.
first one to point it out to me. I was like, ew, it's kind
Yeah.
of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of bad.
I do wish they had used him a little bit better in future Marvel movies and not wait until Infinity War. But it was cool being able to see him again after that.
It
I
wasn't
like
the
that,
same
yeah.
actor.
Right. That's what sucks too.
They made it sound like and look like the same guy.
Mhm.
so
This
it
is
was okay.
this is on topic, believe it or not. But have y'all seen any of The Walking Dead?
Yes.
Do you know the guy that plays? Shoot, I think his name is Jesus or something.
Yes.
Yeah, he does the voice of him.
Seriously?
Yeah.
In the show? Like that was him?
No, that's not his name. Oh my god.
Well, there's a guy.
It's a
named
different
Jesus.
guy. It's a different guy. I get them mixed up. But you know, maybe editing Andrew will know
Yes.
who it is.
Because Andrew watched
I'm going to skip
the-
all this.
I hate you.
I'm just kidding.
Whatever.
I think I know who
Anyway,
you're talking about, though. Yeah. If it's the person that you're talking about, then yes, I do know who. it is.
curly-haired gay guy.
Aaron.
Aaron.
I think it's Aaron.
I haven't seen
Yeah,
enough of
it's
this show
Aaron.
to know.
It's Aaron. Yep. I know who
Anyway,
you're talking
yeah,
about.
that guy does
Dude,
the
he's
voice
an
of him.
impressionist. I forgot. He does like impressions.
Yeah, he's pretty good. I didn't know it was
Dude,
him.
I didn't know. I thought it was the same dude.
Does
when
he
I
make
saw him.
Does he make Popeye's chicken? Because him and Glenn would love.
Bro, Glenn's death was like 800 years ago, and yet we're still talking about it.
Come on, that was pretty. That was a good mix.
That
of
was
both
a-
conversation.
I popped your skull so hard your eyeball flew out.
And
it's gross as
shit.
shit.
Excuse the shit out of my
goddamn
goddamn French.
Did you just threaten me?
Did you just threaten me? How did we turn into a Walking Dead podcast?
I'm sorry.
We're
All
not.
right.
We're not.
My rating,
Yes.
90%.
Walking Dead's getting canceled.
90 fondue your World War II girl out of 100.
I'm not saying that. 90 fondues out of 100.
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, Walking Dead is getting canceled.
What?
It is getting canceled. Walking Dead.
Oh, of course
Well,
it
it's not
is.
getting canceled. It's ending.
It sucks.
I think it was terrible.
We could talk about this later for like
Yeah, right.
hours. But
Yes, true.
So my
We already
ranking
know
of
you're going to
this-
give it 100.
No, I'm not, because it's not a perfect movie. Not at all.
I agree.
But I would give it the same as Brandon. I would give it a 90 fun doing your World War II girl out of 100. Because no, I love this movie. I love Captain America. I'm judging it based off of a lot of because this was the first Marvel movie I ever saw. So, that there's a lot of I judge all these other movies and stuff is there's a lot of good memories and stuff from watching this and whatnot. So, but yeah, it just brings back a lot of good memories, and it's a lot of fun. Although I will say now it's going to be really hard to watch this movie again because of all the
We
jokes that we
ruined
made. We totally
ruined it.
We completely ruined it.
it didn't ruin it for me, honestly, because I've seen it enough times, as a kid, for it to really leave an impact.
I'm like you. I haven't seen this movie that many times. I've probably only seen it 4 or 5 times total.
Jaron, if you're listening to this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
every sleepover, we would watch this movie.
That's awesome.
It was great.
You got to be patriotic.
Right. I mean, Captain America. His lore in the comics is amazing. How and also the lore with, Stan Lee and everything, everybody creating him, and
Yeah.
super, super cool. I would highly recommend, if you have Disney Plus, going on there and watching the Marvel documentaries that they have, because they're really, really cool. I watched them on my trip to New Jersey. It was a 16-hour car ride. So I was I got time. So I watched all of them. They were really, really, really nice. But anyway. So yeah, what Brandon was talking about. Another thing with our Patreon, which I haven't necessarily launched yet, but I'm going to as soon as we get done here and I'm able to have time to do it. But it is so he put together a playlist on Spotify that is all of the best MCU soundtrack songs, or whatever you want to call it.
I'm proud of it. Many hours of going through.
And they are all in chronological order. That's what's awesome. Each sound, it starts with the Marvel, just the Marvel opening scroll song or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, the fanfare.
Yeah. And then it goes all the way to Endgame. And it's so cool. It's so cool.
I didn't know you did that.
This isn't up there yet, but I'm going to add, I just thought of this just now.
Yeah.
But you know that slow 50s song that plays at the end of Endgame?
Mm-hmm.
When they're dancing? I'm going to have that at the very end of it. to
Nice.
seal
That'd
it.
be lit. Yep.
Heck yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, once that's done, I will launch it on the Patreon. So you'll have to become a Patreon member to have access to it. But obviously, it's Spotify, so it's free. It's not like you have to pay anything, but it's a private playlist. But once you sign up, you'll be able to click the link and go to it and listen to it however many times you want. And you can share with anybody. If one person gets it and then shares it with everybody, then everybody can get it. But for now, it's a Patreon exclusive. So, but it's super duper. It's really cool. It's got literally the best clip or the best sounds or songs or whatever you want to call it on there. It literally Brandon went through and was able to pick out the ones that were boring and only keep the good ones.
I might have to filter through it again. Honestly.
I went through it. It was really nice. So, so yeah, be sure to look out for that in the future. But, yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for listening, and welcome to season 2. Woo!
Yo, wait. Fuck.
Sorry.
Bucky!
Bucky! Bucky! Bucky, no!